Hey everybody, I'm Jacob Castro and welcome to another video here on Jacob's Aquarium. Hope you guys are doing good and I hope your tanks are doing good as well. So today I have a little bit of a repeat video for you guys. I call it repeat because I kind of made a video about this topic with another plant, but here's what I wanted to do. I wanted to make the same video but for a different kind of plant, just to give you guys a different perspective of the thing I was talking about in the first video with a different plant, because it's a little bit different, you know. So in this video I'm going to be showing you guys how to clean up Amazon swords. If you guys remember, I uploaded a video called cleaning up Sagittaria broadleaf, or broadleaf Sagittaria actually. And I taught you guys how to remove all the dead leaves and the dead roots and things like that to make this plant or get this plant ready for your aquarium, being that it was grown immersed. Okay, and the same thing goes for my Amazon sword plants. A lot of the times when I get Amazon swords, they're almost always grown immersed at my distributor's place. So when I get them, I have to transition them in my pond, and then they go through that whole process where their leaves start to die, root system starts to die and everything, and then I got to clean them up. So I have about 25 of those Amazon swords that I need to clean up today, and I thought I'd take you guys along and show you guys how I clean up Amazon swords. So let's get started. Alrighty, so here we go. As you can see, I got a bunch of Amazon swords right here, and you can see that some of their leaves are starting to deteriorate, which as I mentioned with the broadleaf Sagittaria, is completely normal. I want to stress again, that this has nothing to do with the overall health of the plant. And I say that, or I actually repeat that, because I said that in the previous video. I repeat that because so many people order plants from me, people that are new to the hobby mostly, and they'll put an Amazon sword in their tank, and in a couple weeks they start to see this. They start to see dying leaves, and they think that it's my fault. They think that I shipped them an unhealthy plant. And for some reason, as many times as I explain the immersed growing to submerged growing transitional phase on my website, on my YouTube channel, on Facebook, I guess people don't see all that information, and they still send me nasty emails saying they want their money back and I shipped them an unhealthy plant and all that stuff. But no, that is not the case. Okay, so once again, I'm making a video like this, kind of like a repeat video, just to stress again to those of you that are new to this hobby, okay, that this is nothing to worry about. This is completely normal. All right, so I'm going to pull out some Amazon swords. I'm going to get to work on them, and I'll also explain along the way what I'm doing and how I'm preparing them to continue growing submerged, because these Amazon swords have officially been transitioned from immersed to submerged. Pretty much all that's left now is just to clean them up. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started and clean up these Amazon swords. Alright guys, so let's get started. I'm going to take out this bad boy right here, and I'm going to show you guys. So as you can see, got some dead leaves right here, dead leaves right here. We got a dying, rotting root system right here. Again, all completely normal, but hey, look at that. We got some nice submerged grown roots right there. Beautiful, beautiful roots. Those look really, really good. And we also got some really good new growth as well coming from the center of the plant. These are all submerged grown leaves. Okay, so let's go ahead and clean this plant up. Let's first start by removing all these dead leaves. Be very careful when you do this. I've seen some people, sometimes they'll want to take off 2 leaves at once, like this, and what that'll do is tear the bottom of the plant. Once you tear the bottom of the plant's pretty much done. It won't grow after that. So you want to be very, very careful. Okay, so we're going to remove these, and as I'm doing this, I'm kind of just studying the leaves. If they look different, like this one, that's definitely immersed grown. This one looks different, that's also definitely immersed grown. And it has, some discoloration and a hole in it. So yeah, this one's eventually going to rot away. So no sense in leaving this on the plant. Okay, this one right here, we can go ahead and take off. Now, this brings me to a good point right here. This is something you want to be very, very careful with. Okay, whenever you're doing this, you never want to tear a leaf off that's growing in the center of the plant or has a leaf growing behind it. If you do that, you will damage the inside of the plant and it will not grow after that. So if you have an immersed grown leaf like this that you want to take off, always make sure the one behind it you can remove as well. In this case, the one behind it is actually pretty good, and this one will not rot away because this is a submerged grown leaf, but this one is immersed grown. You can tell just because it looks so much different and it's dying. So we can't remove that. So unfortunately, we have to leave that leaf on there. But that's not a big deal if that one rots away. It's just one leaf, you know, so not a big deal. But just keep that in mind, okay? All right, so now let's go ahead and remove the brown decaying roots and keep the healthy root system. So to do that, I will pretty much just put the plant in the pond, because when it's floating in the water, it's a lot easier to separate the roots and separate as many of the white roots away from the brown ones as I can. There we go. So you can see that right there. You can see that the brown roots are separated, and we're just going to go ahead and cut those off. Just like that. There we go. So, okay, so we removed the dead roots, we removed the dying leaves. Now we can go ahead and plant this Amazon sword back in the pond and let it grow. Alright, so we did that to one. Now let's do that to all, and I will get back to you guys after I've cleaned up all these Amazon swords, and you'll definitely notice a difference in how they look for sure. So I'm going to get to work and I'll get back to you guys in a couple seconds. Alright guys, so as you can see, I moved all the swords to this side of the tray, but you can see that they look so much different, you know. There's no more decaying leaves, there's no more yellowish coloration to them. They look so much better. So this is all you got to do to make the Amazon swords suitable for your aquarium if you receive them, or if you receive them in their immersed form when you order them from us. Sometimes you may not. Like with all these swords right here, they're already transitioned, I already cleaned them up. So all these customers, which by the way, all these swords have already sold. Stuff sells out so quickly here at the nursery and on my website. But all these swords, you know, they're already fully transitioned. So the customers that have ordered these will get fully transitioned Amazon swords. Of course, I can't promise that every single time because, you know, there's just so much inconsistency in the plant industry when you order plants. You can't always, you know, guarantee you're going to get plants a certain way. So I can't guarantee that to my customers. It's not a bad thing though, because as you can see, it's very simple to take care of an Amazon sword that's been grown immersed. Just let it transition. Once it's transitioned, take it out, clean it up, put it back in, and it's good to go. Okay, this is the aftermath, by the way. All of these dead leaves were attached to all those plants. I mean, you wouldn't believe that, right? I mean, just by looking at them, that's a lot of leaves. Which, by the way, I'm not going to clean that up. I'm going to leave that right there. And some of you might be thinking, well, hey, that's a pretty slobby way of running your nursery. Actually, decaying plant matter produces CO2. So while it may not be a whole lot of CO2, it's still CO2. And since it's being trapped here in the greenhouse, it'll be absorbed into the pond. And we all know CO2 is beneficial for aquatic plants. So yeah, I really don't care. I'm going to let that decompose and let that CO2 fly, baby. Alright guys, that pretty much does it for this video here on Jacob's Aquarium. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to buy any of the aquatic plants you've seen here in this video today, visit jacobsaquarium.com. It's my website, it's my aquatic plant website. It's my aquatic plant online store. I have so many plants to choose from, all at affordable prices and all very healthy. And your satisfaction is guaranteed. We have a live arrival guarantee, so if anything happens to the plants, just follow our dead on arrival policy and we'll give you your money back. So there really is no risk to you, okay? But I can guarantee that you won't have to do that because our plants are top quality. So the website is jacobsaquarium.com. Also, don't forget to follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. All my social media links are in the description below. Hope you guys are having a great day. Hope you had a happy 4th of July. Have fun with your tanks, everybody, and I will see you next time.